Since we're currently all on this feta craze and feta makes it better, I wanted to share with you a recipe that I grew up on, authentic Greek feta soup. It's 30 minutes, simple to make, and will warm your heart. To a pot, add water, vegetable broth, olive oil, tomatoes, salt, and pepper. Bring it to a boil and cook for 5 minutes. Add your choice of small pasta, bring to a simmer and cover. Stir it occasionally. Cook for 25 minutes. Remove from burner and toss in your chopped feta. It semi-melts and it's just so good. Love your life.
Watch how easy it is to make this 3-ingredient air-fried mozzarella egg roll. You'll need egg roll wrappers, string cheese, and oil. Place the cheese on one corner of the egg roll wrapper, roll it, and then fold in the two sides. Continue to roll and seal with a dab of water. Coat the egg rolls with oil or cooking spray. Air fry at 350 degrees for 5 minutes on each side.
You are absolutely going to love this keto buffalo chicken crack slaw recipe. Start by melting 2 tablespoons of butter, a half a cup of diced celery, 1 pound of ground chicken. Add in your favorite dry rub seasoning and saute that until fully cooked. Then add in your favorite buffalo sauce, let that reduce. Then we're going to add some heavy cream, let that reduce by half. Add some cheddar cheese and let that melt along with some blue cheese crumbles if you like. Add in your shredded coleslaw mix and saute that along with some dill weed just until coated. Should take about a minute or 2 to cook. Then we're just going to go ahead and plate this up, top it with a little bit more cheese, a little dill. And this is an easy meal that you can make in 10 minutes for any weeknight dinner. Full recipe is on the website at culinarylion.com. Thanks, and let me know what you want me to cook next.
If you love strawberry shortcake, you're going to love this 340-calorie strawberry shortcake breakfast that is so much healthier. Let's go. In a blender, half a cup of rolled oats, a little pinch of salt, half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of pure vanilla bean paste or extract, 1 egg, tablespoon of maple syrup, half a cup of nut milk. Pour your batter on top of some diced strawberries, add a little bit of lemon zest, stir it together, and bake at 375 for 30 minutes. Enjoy, and don't forget to follow me for more.
Have you ever had Hong Kong style baked pork chops? Here's my version of the cheesy layered dish. Start by slicing the fat on your pork and tenderize with the back of your knife. Marinate in garlic, ginger, soy sauce, Shaoxing wine, sesame oil. For the rice, fry garlic, add in day-old rice, and fry egg. Pour into a baking dish. For your sauce, saute onion, garlic, tomato, soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and ketchup. Keep some to the side and pour the rest over the rice. Pan fry your pork chops until golden brown. Top with the sauce, top with shredded cheese. Bake until golden brown. Enjoy.
This is hands down the best cauliflower dish I have ever had, and here's how I make it. Grab a head of cauliflower and go ahead and pull off all the leaves. Trim down the stem and then just take your knife and run it around the edges to get any extra stems from the leaves. Slice into steaks. For this size cauliflower, I only got 2, but I saved the rest for other recipes. Add your cauliflower steaks to a pan with about 1/3 cup of water. Now you're just going to cover and steam for 4 to 5 minutes. Once your cauliflower steaks are done, take some paper towels and blot out all the extra moisture. Get your dipping station ready. I have 1 egg whisked, 1 cup pork rind crumbs, and a tablespoon of a spicy seasoning. Dip in the egg and then dip in the crumbs, and now you're ready to fry. I fried these in avocado oil over medium-high heat for about 3 minutes per side, and they got so crispy. Drizzle with buffalo and ranch and enjoy. Be sure to check out my IG for tons more low-carb recipes.
Now I admit I might have a problem because I fried mashed potatoes. I had leftover mashed potatoes and I wanted to do something different. So I added some flour to it and I added some mozzarella cheese and some sharp cheddar cheese. And then I added fresh bacon and chives. And I mixed it and turned it into balls. And then I seasoned my panko breadcrumbs because duh. Dipped them in egg, dipped them in my panko bread, and then I fried them. Like I really fried mashed potatoes. Now don't get it twisted. These were good, like really good. I know it's a little different, it's a little fat, but I don't care. But I fried them in peanut oil to make myself feel a little better. But they came out so crunchy, so golden and delicious, and this is it. It was really good. All right, bye.
I'm on a mission to eat less takeout, so when we had a craving for ChickfilA, I decided to make it at home. I sliced my chicken breast thin and put it in pickle juice, and I let it marinate for a couple of hours. Then, after dumping out the pickle juice and rinsing off the chicken, I decided to add the eggs directly to the bag. That way I didn't have to waste another bowl. Then I just bread it normally like a regular cutlet. And here's where it gets cool. I decided to make it 2 ways, traditionally fried and air fried. For the air fryer batch, I added olive oil to the rest of the breadcrumbs. And you want to put enough olive oil to make it into like a wet sand consistency, where it kind of sticks together in your hands like wet sand. That way you don't have to spray your chicken before you put it in the air fryer. Then you just cook as normal. I put it on the chicken setting in the air fryer, and I fried the rest. I even had some extra packets of ChickfilA sauce. It tasted so good.
Potato. So every time I do a potato recipe, I tell people to use their potato skins, and people always ask me how. If you're an OG follower, you've seen this before, but I'm gonna show you another way that you can use this. Into the blender, and because of what I'm doing, I need to trim this little end off the potato, and I'm just gonna throw those in there too. Add just enough water to cover. If you add too much, it won't work. If you don't have enough, it won't work. Just squeeze out the extra water. It's like a potato panko. So I'm just gonna let this dry off for a little bit. Egg, into flour, into egg wash, into potato. Fried ramen egg with potato breadcrumbs.
Gyro, gyro, I don't care what you call it. Let me show you how to make mine. This is next level stuff, folks. We start off with rough chopped onions, garlic, and rosemary. Now you could use a food processor for this whole process, but we're going old school, baby. We're gonna go half ground lamb and half ground beef. Seasoned with salt, some dried oregano. I like to do a little allspice, cumin, and chili powder. But my grandma doesn't add chili powder. No one cares. Now we mix everything up with our hands, and now most of you are probably freaking out at this point. And instead of the food processor, I'm gonna manually cut it until it's beautifully fine. Now if you're smart or lazy, just use a food processor. We transfer this to a baking dish. Make sure it fills in tight and thick. And into the oven at 400. This took about 40 minutes. Now we're gonna let it rest for about 30. Now we slice, toast it, bread it, top it, eat it. And now bismillah. My favorite thing to say, this was absolutely incredible.
Today I'm going to show you how to make this easy one-pot spaghetti. To some already cooked ground beef, you're going to add 1 28-ounce can of San Marzano peeled tomatoes, 32 ounces of chicken broth, 3 cloves of garlic, a half of a cup of heavy cream, about a tablespoon of sugar and dried basil, 12 to 16 ounces of your spaghetti noodles. Bring this to a boil and then cover and simmer for 20 minutes. So damn good.
Today we're going to make these ranch pulled chicken sandwiches. Start off with a large crock pot and 2 pounds of chicken breast. Next, add 1 package of ranch dressing mix, 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese.
Then put our lid on, cook on high for about 6 hours. After only 4 hours, our chicken is done. Now just pull the chicken apart into strips. When your chicken is all pulled apart, we're going to add about 1.5 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. And I just added about 4 bacon strips, crumbled them up by hand. Give this a good mix, and we'll keep it on low until all that cheese is melted.
Now it's time for the taste test, so I'm going to dig in, see how it tastes. This is incredible.
Best way to make a cabbage is my Chinese way, with bacon. No cooking oil, just water, stir fry. Add the bacon in the water. Water helps cook more fat out of bacon. All the oil is out. Take the bacon out, put on the side. Prepare this cabbage by hand, no knife. 手撕连白. I measure all the ingredients just for you. I don't measure when I cook Chinese food at home. Just use my Chinese eyeballs, like my grandma. String peppercorn, dried chilies. Throw some garlic. Fry them in bacon fat. Now have to be quick. High heat, stir fry. My exercise for today. Add bacon. Quickly add sauce. Cabbage is still crunchy, ready to serve. Hello, hello. Now it's your turn to try. So crunchy.
Did you know you could use the air fryer to do hard-boiled eggs? Let's do it together. So simple, but so easy. Put your eggs in the air fryer at 270 for 15 minutes and literally voila.
This has got to be the easiest recipe I've ever posted on here. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make chicken nuggets using a can of chicken.
Yes, I said it, a can of chicken. I don't mind canned chicken. And even if you're not keto or low carb, I think this would be a really great recipe to whip up for little kids. I know how much they like chicken nuggets. All I'm doing is mixing together my can of chicken with a little bit of cheese and an egg, and then in another bowl I'm combining some pork rind crumbs, garlic powder, paprika, salt and pepper, but you could use whatever seasonings you like. And then I'm just gonna form some little patties or little nuggets and dip it into the pork rind crumbs. I made 5 pretty big ones, but next time I do this, I'm definitely gonna be making them a lot smaller. I sprayed them with some oil, threw them in my air fryer at the highest setting for about 20 minutes and flipped them over halfway. Dipped them in ranch. Let me know what you think if you guys try them.
I can't get over the fact that this works. Just hear me out. The devil bowed his head, 'cause he knew that he'd been beat. He laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. I done told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best that's ever been. And the thunder rolls. And the thunder rolls. And the thunder rolls, and the lightning strikes. That fiddle of gold rings through the night. Another storm blows on out of control. And the devil's black heart, the thunder rolls.
You guys are going to want to make this super easy jalapeno popper casserole. Add 1 shredded rotisserie chicken to a greased casserole dish, and then you're gonna wanna mix a block of cream cheese with a tablespoon of sugar-free peach preserves. Add salt, pepper, garlic, and some minced onion. Microwave that 30 seconds, stir, and spread it on top of your chicken. Thinly slice 2 jalapenos, and then you're just gonna layer those right on top of the chicken and cream cheese. Add 1 cup of shredded cheese on top, bake at 400 for 25 minutes, and I like to serve mine with a super easy blue cheese coleslaw.
If you're craving lasagna but don't want to go through the extended process, I got you with this one. Heat oil in a pot and cook your onion and garlic. Add the sausage and break up the meat until cooked and no longer pink. Add some broth, crushed tomatoes, tomato paste, sugar, and seasonings. Bring to a simmer, cover, and cook for 10 minutes. Add the broken up lasagna noodles and cook another 10 minutes. Lastly, let's make it velvety and smooth. Stir in some heavy cream. In a bowl, mix ricotta, Parmesan, mozzarella, and fresh basil. Scoop it onto the soup and enjoy the warmth. Love your life.
I tried a new recipe and it came out so good I had to share it with you guys. What I love about it is it takes 1 dish, it has low maintenance, and it gets done with really inexpensive ingredients. The only ingredients in here are carrots, potatoes, onions, and stew meat. A little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper, and you're good to go. Of course, you can add whatever spices you like or any other vegetables for that matter. Make sure to cut everything to bite-sized pieces so that everything cooks evenly and comes out tender. What's great about this meal is this is something you can double batch and just freeze it for another day when you're busy. I add the potatoes and the carrots to the bottom with a little olive oil, salt, and pepper, and I add the meat mixture. An important tip is to massage the onions with the meat so that the juices can start flowing. I was told this is really important. Then you wrap it really tightly. I have parchment and foil to keep the steam in. Bake at 450 for 15 minutes and 350 for an hour and a half.
I'm literally so excited for these Hawaiian chicken sheet pan bake. So basically I have my chopped peppers, pineapple, and sweet potatoes. I'm adding raw chicken and red onion. I have whatever seasonings you want. So I have salt, pepper, a little bit of Mrs. Dash. This is a chipotle blend, and then a little bit of barbecue sauce. Now I'm gonna put these in the oven, and everyone's ovens are different. So whenever it looks like this is when it should be. I think I put mine on broil for maybe 30 or so minutes, and then I'm just gonna evenly divide the mixture into some containers, put the lids on them, put them in the fridge, and have one each day. I'm really excited about it. I think that it's gonna be super tasty. I added a little bit of barbecue on top, and
have your more.